All right, it's Tecmo Tuesday. It's another week of Tecmo. 1976 season as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the expansion Bucks. And we are taking on the other expansion team, the Seahawks, this week. Take a quick look at the standings here. We are at the top of the division, tied with the Bears at 5-0. It took the real Bucks 3 years to get to 5 wins in their total. Now, they lost their first 26 games, and it took until the penultimate game of their second season before they finally won a game. Yeah. So, the Seahawks, who we are playing against, are 1-4, as to be expected from an expansion team. I don't remember if that's how they actually, how it actually went down for them at this point. So let's see, we got the Pats beating the Jets. We've got the Browns beating the Falcons in overtime. We've got the 49ers losing to the Saints in overtime. We've got the Steelers beating the Bengals. We've got the Rams losing to the Bears in overtime. The Colts lose to the Bills. The Raiders beat the Broncos. The Packers lose to the Eagles. And the Chiefs lose to the Dolphins in overtime. Another overtime game. The Chargers beat the Oilers. Vikings beat the Giants. So it is time to take on the Seahawks. Alright, nice coverage there. They've got some, a lot of short passes in their offense. Oh yeah, Jim Zorn. Oh, look at that catch. It's like, it wasn't, I can't even complain about that. It's not like he was in triple coverage. It's just that the coverage got there just a friggin' bit too late. That time I did not get there too late. My guy was in position, just in the right place at the right time. This is not going to be the play I called because I didn't call a shotgun. Oh, shit. Oh, it's Largent. It is goddamn Steve Largent. Who would go on to take all the big receiving records of all time. Oh, shit. Ah, that was a whiff on my part. A major, major whiff. Ugh. Anyway, Largent would take all the big records of receiving until this guy you might have heard of named Jerry Rice came along and, just took over the world, basically. Won all the records that are not going to be matched. Oh shit, look at this. We're gonna get a big return here. Are we gonna get a touchdown? We are going to get a kickoff return for a touchdown. Awesome. I don't have I done this yet? I don't think I've taken it all the way before. I've gotten close, but I don't think I've had a return for a touchdown. Wow, that was awesome. This is good. Potentially, our offense might not take the field this quarter. Oh, and Rabel is down. All right, let's see what we can do here. Maybe we can let that return touchdown be a nice bit of a momentum grab that we can capitalize on. Oh, got him right in stride. Shit. Come on. I thought he was gonna go to the other guy that was, it was a short pass. But he went the other way. That dude was like, it was like a delayed route. Oh man, look at this, right in all that coverage. These guys are tricky and sneaky. How the hell are they only 1-4? McCollum, see that? That's the play that I thought they were gonna do. I thought they were gonna throw to him. I was about to take. I was sending myself in that direction, and then, you know, like I said, the delayed route. He just the other guy. I don't know if it was the running back or the receiver, and I just got freaking pancake. He's gonna take it in. Ugh. Woof. You know what? It's I didn't even notice this. The time. Oh wait, we're gonna get another return, another big return here. Wow, the coverage. There's one thing about the Seahawks, their coverage team. Oh shit! Just too much running for Carter. All right, well, we're gonna have to do a swap here. Oh, you know, he's our running back and our return man. You know, it's like I really ought to just have backups in as the return guys. But how can I really do that when Carter took the ball for the friggin' touchdown the last time? So, this is going to be the first snap for our offense. And it's the first play of the second quarter, just as I speculated the potential of in the at the start of the last drive. And it starts right off with a blitz, and we are, you know, 12 seconds into the second quarter, and our offense has a total of -3 yards and 1 play. Oof, look at this, everybody's covered. There we go. Completely across the field. He threw that ball about 50 yards, but it was like 10 yards down the field. Just had to go all the way across like that. Nice blocking. Right place at the right time. Well, the defense was in the wrong place. You know, more like that. Just about got it to him, and that is a touchdown. Alright, so good game here. I said it. You know, you can't underestimate these guys. Oh man, just watching that large, he's just flying, and that's what they're throwing to. Alright, gotta keep an eye on that guy. He's a future Hall of Famer at this point. This might have been his rookie year. I'm gonna have to look back at that. But they just, like, you know, they have these other... You try to key too much on Largent, and then, you know, you've got all these underneath guys that are picking up the dump-offs. Oh, I missed him again. Worst part is I felt like I was in a good spot, too. I'm making some terrible open field tackle maneuvers. Alright, that one wasn't so bad. That was pretty good, finally. I'm not going to pat myself on the back or anything for after failing several times. But, alright, nice sack there. But I will, you know, I'll take it. I'll take any bit of success. I'll take the... Whenever, you know, things are good, I'll celebrate for 4 seconds and then move on to the next thing. Alright. This is going to be a long-ass field goal. If they miss it, we're going to have some excellent field position. I think he hooked it. Yep. You got to have that accuracy right on if you're going to kick a field goal that length. And you got to have a kicker that can make it. I'm not sure if they do or not. We've got just over a minute to get into position for some points. Just enough for a first. And we gotta get on the move here. Williams right on the freaking spot. Alright, we've got time for another play. The computer will kick a field goal in the situation. If it's under 30 seconds, or maybe you're even right on 30 seconds, they always kick a field goal if it's the last, if it's the second or fourth quarter. But I know as long as, because we're right there, you know. As long as I don't spend too long with the ball. Oh shit! Oh, I just threw that into all kinds of coverage. All right, now I'm going for the field goal. All right, and this, you know, I'm not gonna say anything. We still got a kickoff here. We're not going into the half with the lead just yet. We got a step Testerman over here, and he's hurt too. Man, you know, it's the 1970s, and the return game is the most dangerous part of the NFL. So why wouldn't there just be injuries all over the fucking place? So a field goal at the end of the half. You know, it was not. It's kind of disappointing that we still had downs to go and everything like that. We just ran out of time. But I'm not going to complain. We got the lead, and we got the chance for the double dip. That's why I always kick off when I win the coin toss. And they are sending... Oh, shit. That was a... Look at this. I'm in the end zone. You can't... There's no touchbacks. No touchbacks on the kickoffs in Tecmo. It was something that they did correct in the 16-bit games. Shit, everybody's covered except for him. Just about. Like him. I was gonna, you know, scramble. Try to run with Spurrier. Had nothing doing there. Just gotta get some blocking here. No, they... Look at that! Like, 5 guys, we just popcorn. He is just shedding people all over the place. And another one goes... Holy shit. And, alright, get that guy some oxygen. He is just, like, he basically knocked everybody on the entire defense on their ass. You know, they talk about beast mode. And that was a block mode. Alright. Alright, he's had his oxygen. Let's give him the ball. They were waiting for him that time. They keyed in. Alright, third down. Big third down. Alright, the guy who he dove and he managed to grab a hold of my ankles right after I caught it, because that, you know, I felt like that should have been a touchdown. But, you know, I'll take the first down and move on. This guy's slow, but he's got it in the end zone. He's the backup too. Essex Johnson. Essex. Or Essex? Essex. You know, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people consider dropping that as their, to name their kid. I'm sure it happens all the time. That is a nice sack by Pat Toomey. This is, you know, a regular traditional name, Pat. I love the, I gotta say, I do love the, you know, original names like that. Oh my god. They are just not gonna quit. Oh, yeah, you know, they strike and then we counterattack. Everybody's gonna check it down, and how the hell did we not get him tackled on the spot, like right on the spot of the catch? Dude, the guy was right on him. Oh, he's gonna go larger, isn't he? Nope. He's going the opposite direction, and they're gonna go for it here. Yep. It's 4th down. They're down 10. They're 4th quarter. Blah, 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 blah. What the hell? Dude, that was a dumb decision there. But I'll take it. You know, one man's trash. So, yeah, the second half has definitely been a different game. Ever since that missed field goal that they went for, and then we drove down and kicked the field goal, we've had control of the game since then. I mean, there's still time, but they've got to hold us to 3. Oh my god. Yeah, even Williams in his, his mammoth strength would not be able to withstand that huge blitz. Be careful here. Jesus. That was not even who I was throwing it to, and he catches it. Wow, when you're hot, you're hot. It's like that's just facing all this pressure. And Spurrier, who has been known to throw erratically on occasion, with all that pressure in his face, launches it. It actually went past the receiver it was intended. So again, yes, erratically, and it ends up going to a Buck who is smothered in coverage. And then, 2 plays later, touchdown. So it's crazy, it's like the game was definitely closer than the score indicates. But it's just that we took there's still some time. But it's 17 points. So you gotta score thrice with less than 3 minutes left. Like, it's not gonna happen. And the defense has been getting the sacks here in the second half. That's a big part of why this second half has gone so well. There's another one almost. Because, it's like we put them in these second and third and longs for much of the second half. And look at this, the blitz again. Another safety. Another safety. I'm thinking of, we did have a safety recently. We had a safety last week. That was way over my head. Oh, you can't quiet him forever, you can't quiet him for the rest of the game. But thankfully, it's too little too late. How the hell did he block that? I was getting tied up. Well, that's alright, we'll take it. That would have been amazing if we blocked an extra point under those circumstances, or under different circumstances. If it was a 1-point game, like let's say we were up by 7, opponent scores a touchdown, and then we get a blocked extra point where it just, unless it was somebody else, one of the drones might have snuck in there. It doesn't happen very often. But I wasn't even close to the bloody kicker. They're shutting down the run now, but it's not gonna matter. Let's try another field goal. Ah! That one's gonna go wide. Oh well. Well, this is a little bit closer. a little bit closer to, when I mentioned before when it was 31-14, that the game was closer than the score would indicate. This is more, apropos to how the game was played. 31-20. They actually outgained us offensively, but I don't think it's taken into account all the yardage that was lost on those sacks. I don't. Yeah, Zorn would not, if he would have thrown for 234 passing yards, like if his stats are 234 passing yards, but if the team stats were 234 passing yards, then Zorn would have thrown for like about 300 because, he was sacked several times. There were several times where they just got him in the backfield, and that just helped us out field position-wise. We got some stops in the second half. It was even until halftime. Right before halftime, we got that field goal after they missed. So that was big. And, a lot of those stats, you got the big, Largent got the big pass at the end, too, that padded some stats a little bit. But either way, they definitely had a better showing offensively. Running stats were very even. But we just had a better, we gave up some plays, but we held our ground. Just, when it mattered. So, with that in mind, let's simulate the rest of the week. There's only a couple of games left. Cardinals beat the Cowboys, and the Redskins lose to, who do they play? They played the Lions. So now, week 7. Where the hell are we? Miami. We're playing Miami. So that will be, 3-3. Yeah, this was around the time when the Dolphins started to, the early 70s when the Dolphins were really good. And this was around a little bit of a decline. But they were always still kind of hanging in there around. Yeah. So Steelers won. They're up to 4-2. You got a three-way tie for 4-2 here in the AFC West. We are tied with the Bears at 6-0. And then you've got also the Lions at 4-2. Nobody in this division has a losing record. That's been the theme so far, and the longer into the season it goes, and that continues to be the case, the more competitive and for real that whole thing is. Here you have the that Cardinals win was huge. It really put them and the Eagles within a game of the Cowboys. And then in the West, the Rams lost their first game, but they're still up 2 in that division. So, next week we take on the Dolphins. It's our former rival in Tecmo Tuesday. Of course, it's a whole different thing now because we're Tampa. But we are playing all AFC teams because that's who Tampa played in the real 1976 season. They wanted them to play everybody, so they played the entire AFC plus the Seahawks. And then they flip-flop divisions. The thing is, the Bucs really played in the AFC West for 1 year and then swapped over, but they couldn't do that with the game and change all the coding enough to make that happen. But we are about to cross with next week. We will hit the halfway point of the season because this is a 14-game season. I did the what was it after 4 weeks, I did the quarter mark, look at all the league leaders. But, it's a 14-game season, so there really is no official mark at the end of the quarter mark. So I just did it after 4 weeks as per tradition. And then, next week I'll do the same thing. At the conclusion of the week, I'll take a look at the league leaders and the stats and all that good stuff. Because it will be the halfway point of the season. And, it's like, how did they do that with the ROM? Well, they just scheduled 3 individual games for weeks 15, 16, and 17. And they cut week 14 short a little bit. And we are not part of that equation. In fact, neither are any of our division opponents. So, we'll know what's going on at the end of week 14. as far as we're concerned. Anyway, that's way down the line. That's like a month and almost 2 months from now. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching everything, and I'll see you next week.